Our story began on a quiet, rainy night. The night an old turtle walked into a small cafe. He carried something unusual with him, a strange black stone. He sat down in the corner, placed the stone gently on the table, and began examining it through a small loop. Everything stayed calm until the rabbit arrived. Loud, energetic, full of himself, he greeted his friends and quickly noticed the old turtle and nudged the stone with his finger.
There's plenty of these in Shadow Valley.
Shadow Valley. Why didn't I think of it before? Ancient names of a region usually refer to a feature of its surroundings. If there's as much of this stone there as you say, this area shouldn't have remained this quiet.
To me, it's just a piece of black glass.
It is. It's glass. Volcanic glass.
Boss, let's get to the area before the turtle and check things out.
Something in the rabbit shifted. He felt challenged.
But I've been there. It's nothing but a bunch of these black stones.
But boss, I think it wouldn't hurt to look one more time.
Fine. We're faster and know the way better.
But before he could react, the turtle was gone, quietly, in the middle of the storm. By morning, he reached a river, now wild and swollen from the heavy rain. He looked around, so he made a decision. Trusting his instinct, he searched for the shallowest path. Step by step, slowly but carefully, he crossed the raging water, and he made it to the other side. Not long after, the rabbit and the mice arrived.
Boss, look! He crossed from here!
No, we can't cross this. We're too fast to waste time here. We take the bridge. I've got you now.
They ran.
We don't have the
fast,
skill for this water.
Relentless.
We head to the bridge.
They reached the bridge, crossed it, climbed a steep hill, and rushed down the other side. Finally, they arrived across the river. Breathing hard, the rabbit searched the ground again. The tracks were still there, leading straight into a dark forest. He realized something unsettling. The turtle was still ahead, slow and steady. He entered the forest, laid his map out in front of him, and carefully navigated his way so he wouldn't get lost among the trees. Step by step, he continued until he finally reached an open plain. Night had fallen. Using the North Star and the faint light of the other stars, he found his direction. Meanwhile, the rabbit and the mice arrived at the plain. The darkness was overwhelming, and they could barely see anything. The rabbit shrugged and said, "We should rest here tonight. Tomorrow morning, we'll make up for it with speed. The tortoise is still far behind us." So they lay down and fell asleep, but the tortoise kept going. Gradually, the sun began to rise. The sky brightened, and the world came back into view. The tortoise reached the foot of a mountain, where a winding and difficult path lay ahead. He thought to himself that this route would take too long. He looked at his map again and found another way, a cave. He entered it. The path inside was dark and unknown, but shorter. With patience and care, he made his way through, cutting across the mountain. Before long, he reached the Black Valley, where the obsidian stones and the magical rocks awaited him. On the other side, the rabbit had only just started moving again, but now he was far behind. He had no choice but to climb hills and cross difficult terrain. The path slowed him down, and he began to lose time.
Ancient fables used to tell us, slow and steady wins the race. But in a world where technology moves at the speed of light, going slow means being erased. It means being forgotten. You just need the right tools, a precise map, and the wisdom of the stars. In the real history, the one who knows the path is always ahead of the one who is just running.